to another fun Michael's class. Today we're going to be going over what's included in the holiday box and go over some fun projects to get you guys ready for December. I know I am really excited about this box, and just to let you guys know, this is a limited edition box. It is only available at Michael's. It will not be on the Happy Planner website. And once they're gone, they're gone. They will not be restocking these. So if you love it as much as I do and haven't grabbed it yet, be sure to go online and grab this box because there's so much you can do with it. And I think after this class as well, you're going to be really excited about all the ideas, and I can't wait to see what you guys create too. If you miss any of this class, or if I'm going too fast and you want to actually, go back and check it out, you will be able to do that on Saturday. So Saturday, the class will be uploaded and you'll be able to rewatch it. So check that out, as well as all the other amazing classes from the Happy Planner and Michael. So they're all out there to rewatch if you missed any of them. Okay. Do you guys want to get started? I want to go ahead and just dig right in because there's so much in this box that I am super excited about. Alrighty. So first up, I wanted to talk about these gift bags, the gift bag book. This I've decided is probably going to go in my car just as like a mobile wrapping station. Like I am ready to go. If I need a gift, I've got it ready and covered. So what it is it's a bag, it's bound, it's a little book, and it's got all of the tissue paper and bags ready to go for you so you can, wrap on the go. This tissue paper is a lot thicker than your standard tissue paper. It's really high quality tissue paper. And the bags themselves are really amazing. They're not the, kind that are really thin and, get all crinkled and rumpled right away. And they also have this amazing ribbon and these reinforcements. So it's not going anywhere. These are awesome. So all you have to do for these, like I'm going to grab a ruler because, is you just kind of grab the tissue paper and you can pull it out of the bag. And now you've got this, and then you can grab a box, and they're just perforated here. So you can grab it. I'm going to go ahead and do it this way and just pop it right out, and you're done. Like, it's so easy. So you've got your gift ready to go. You've got all the thick tissue paper, and you've got a pretty gift. You can use a little tag. I'm just saying, this is for sure something that is gonna, I think I'm just gonna put it in my car. So when I need a gift, I'm ready to go. So this, I just love this. And again, like if you think about it, gift bags, especially this quality and this type of paper, are pretty expensive. I feel like just buying these, how many gift bags are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags and paper is going to be close to what the box can cost. So this is like a total deal. All right. And you've got these little cute tags that you can use on your gift or any other gifts. All these fun stickers and these amazing cards. So again, I'm going to keep this with those bags. I can use it for gifts, or if I ever just need to write a quick note, for anybody, like a cute little holiday card, I'm ready to go. So that's what I'm using those for. Now these, I'm also going to be doing some sticker hacks. You know me, got to do sticker hacks. So I'll be doing a couple of those as well. Let's go through what's included in the box, and we'll get into some actual planning here in a sec. So this little advent calendar is, I just love this idea. You can pop it in your planner for, just some holiday fun and keeping you, happy and ready for the holidays. I don't want to spoil this. I want to peek, but I also don't want to peek, but let's just do, I don't know, 2, right? That's not too bad. If you don't want to know look away. No, I'm just kidding. So let's see. Okay, take time to read a book. So this is like self-care, you know, giving yourself, you know, what you need through the holidays. Okay, I'm gonna go with my favorite. I'm gonna go with 19. Let's just see what's under here. Okay, wrap a Christmas present. See, this is keeping you on task and ready for the holidays. So this is just so fun to pop in and just have something fun every day leading up to Christmas. So I think that's really amazing. You just pop it in the planner and you're good to go. This is a thicker, like kind of almost like a cardboard. So it's really sturdy and it'll be in there. All right, let's go over what else is in this amazing little planner. First off, you guys, are you as happy as I am to have a beautiful, this is gold foil and floral, an actual holiday happy planner cover? I just think it's so pretty. So I was really excited about that. Okay, so now we're starting with these beautiful dividers. We've got December, and then this is gonna be where you can do some planning. It's not dated. You've got 4 weeks, so you can, you know, do your Christmas planning. If you want to pop in additional pages or pop anything in here, it's good to go. You know what? Let's start out and let's go ahead and plan. Let's just do a spread. Why not, right? So I'm going to, let's just grab a week, and I'm going to show you how you can use the stickers that were included and kind of use some sticker hacks. Again, you know me, I don't always use stickers for what they're intended. And these are gift tag stickers, which are perfect for gift tags and perfect to do those things. But if you want to do some fun, you know, planning and put some in your planner, you can do that. So let's do it. Now I'm going to use also stickers from this winter book that's available at Michael's. This book coordinates really well with this, this kit, and you can just do so much with it. And you'll see, like, I'm going to be using just pretty much this book throughout, and of course my colorful boxes, because, you know, we always have to have colorful boxes, right? Okay, so let's have a look. Did I drop? Goodness. Oh, here it is. I pulled out some stickers from that book. This is all I'm going to use from the book right now, and everything else is going to come from here. So let's do some planning. One way that you can, I'm going to go with this little cute cars theme with the Christmas trees. So I'm using one of these stickers to highlight. All right, I'm going to put that there. And let's see, we can grab let's grab one of these cars and just kind of put it here. So you can easily cover up the to and from and have a decorative accent. And now you've got a box with, you know, a cute little accent that you can write, you know, whatever you're doing or whatever is going on easily right there. So another way, let's see, let's grab, where did it go? I know I had one more. Oh, I can't find it. One more little box, but let's go with one of these. I can grab, let's grab one of these green ones. You can also hang them this way as well. So I'm going to put it right here, and we can cover this up right, like easy with this reminder. And you can write in there as well. So it's super just easy to cover things up, change them around, and use them kind of in different ways that you wouldn't always use them. These little cars can be decorative accents. So I'm going to put them kind of over here. And I think that's the fun thing about, I mean, we all love stickers. About using, you can use these, mix them up with your current, you know, with your fun winter sticker book. I'm gonna add this little Mary up here just for just for some fun. Alrighty, so we've got that. It's looking cute already. And we've got these really cute ones. Again, these are more gift tags. But let's see, let's put this one over here in this corner. And I can put a box. Let's put that right there. And we can use these. I almost want to use these as washi tape. So I think I'm going to let's grab this one. And put that. And then we've got our cute little Christmas trees that I'm going to just put on here. So again, just because a sticker is designed maybe to go on a gift box or to go, somewhere, doesn't mean you have to use it that way. So we've got our little trees there. And let's see, we might use another box over here in this corner for something to do here. And we can use these cars, kind of like washi. And I'm just going to tear it. We're going to tear it, use it as an accent right there. We can add the other piece over here as a cute accent. Just have fun. I like using things different ways and not necessarily the way it was intended. But you can do a cute spread just from using these fun stickers that came with it. And I think I use like 3 or 4 other ones. And then you just have to date them. You can have your task list or whatever's going on over here. So this is just so much fun to, kind of think outside of the box. But again, you can use them on your packages to decorate on those bags. Just have fun with them. So there's my new cute little spread. So you've got all of the weeks available to go ahead and go in and do that. And at the end here, it's got a really great dashboard to just do, check it off, important, and write whatever you want. So this is great, like kind of like a monthly catch-all right there. Alrighty, now this one. This is the party one. We've got some helpful cookie exchange ideas, and I think it'd be really great. This year, I know a lot of us are not doing as many of these like in-person parties, but there's so many options that you can do for like a cookie party. You could use those bags, put a cute note on it, and do like a door drop. And you could even have like an exchange set up. So you could have your cookie party, you could list out your guests, and you could kind of have a swap going. So you could even, they've got great checklist on the back. You could have, let's say Sue is going to deliver to Joan and Joan's going to deliver to Vanessa. And then you can like have all of that ready to go, right here. It's fun and creative to come up with kind of new ways that we can all celebrate, right? So this has your traditional kind of cookie party ideas that you can incorporate as well. One of the things that I want to do this year, because I can't be with a lot of my friends and family that maybe are not nearby, I want to do, again, an ugly Christmas sweater party, but kind of do it virtually. So for me, using this one, what I would do, because it's going to be a virtual party, I don't really need this menu section. So when there's a section that I don't need, I'm gonna add stickers. I mean, come on. So I'm gonna actually cut this one because I don't really need that full box. And I'm going to, let's see, kind of decorate it. So what you could do, like if you were going to have a Zoom ugly Christmas sweater party, you could have your guest list and emails listed, what time the Zoom call's at. You could plan your activities, like you could have a scavenger hunt. You could have bingo, that sort of thing. I might not even need budget per se. So you could just kind of decorate it. I could use this somewhere, or let's see, we'll put it right here. So again, you can have fun in here, add stickers, make it, customize it to what you're doing. But again, just because if it doesn't, if there's a section that doesn't meet like what you're doing, you can go ahead and cover it, use stickers, and make it, customize it, and make it your own. And that's my favorite thing about Happy Planner is there's so many ways to customize, add in things, and do all that. So again, for this one, I would have all my guests, all my activities, and have a fun Zoom party. So that's what I would do with this. Now this, again, also they've got some amazing pages for holiday recipes, which I love. Now, what I plan on doing with this planner is having it be a holiday keepsake for me of what we were doing, of course, in that time. And if you later want to take this December and pop it into, your pages that you did after you're done and pop it back into your regular planner, you could do that. But I plan on keeping the rest of this as a December holiday keepsake that I will keep adding to for years and years. With these holiday recipes, I want to go ahead and add like all the recipes that I make for the kids and things that we do. And I might even include, some photos. And what I would love to do is send this like to my mom, to my grandmother, send a page, have them fill it out in their handwriting. I know like I'm not the biggest fan of my own handwriting, but I love seeing my mom's handwriting, and I know my kids will love seeing mine. So I'm trying to embrace it. I'm trying to be better about it, and I used to like type everything out and print it and then put it on. No, we're not doing that. I'm going to actually write these things in. So I think it'd be great to have, your mom, your grandma, your aunt, your sister, your family, your dad. If anybody's got like a recipe that they create in the holidays that you love, have them fill it out for you even. Or, if not, then just get the recipe from them and put it in here. I think that would be a fun way to have a keepsake and something that you can look back at and have all of your holiday recipes together. So that's how I intend to use this section. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. All right, now we're moving into cards and gifts. Okay, the Christmas card gifts list. What I do is I typically have all of my cards. I have an Excel sheet, I'll admit it. I do have an Excel sheet. But what I do is I print out the labels or print it on the envelopes. So what I want to do is print out, I'm going to put all of my card lists that I've currently got going. That way I can see, and if people move, you can cover it up and you've got one place where everything is. And as cards come in, you can either jot down a new address or a change, or you can even cut out the address and just tape it on here from the corner of the card. So that's what I plan on doing as new addresses come in. When I need them quickly, I'm going to just cut it, put them on, and go with that. So that's what I'm going to use this section for, and I think it's going to be really come in handy. The gift list. Okay. This is definitely one of my favorite pages in this planner. And also, again, if I'm keeping this as a memory keeping, right now, yes, it's going to be functional for me. And I'm going to use it, I'm going to put, all the list of everybody I need to buy for. If I've got an idea, I'm going to put it there and where it's from. And then whether I've purchased it and whether it's been wrapped. So for me, that's how I plan on using this section. But then again, later, I can look back and have this as a reference because, come on, how many times have you gone, oh my gosh, I got Steve pajamas last year. I didn't realize that. And you just bought in pajamas again this year. So this will be a great way to keep track of what it was, what you got people, so that you're not, you're not repeating those gifts, and you can come up with fresh ideas. So again, it's super functional, but it's also going to be great going forward that I've got this list, because I did do this last year and I've already looked at it and gone, oh, wait, I already did that. We're not going to do that again. So this is just a super functional and helpful list, but something that you can use again and again. Okay, I kind of started on this one a little bit. Stocking stuffers, this, I'm telling you, I could have used so many years, because for me, it would be, I was filling stockings and I had like 10 things for one and 4 for the other. And I'm like, oh no, here we go. When they're little, you've got to keep it even and make sure you've got everything covered. So this is a great idea as you have ideas to write out those stocking stuffers and then check it off. And then just make sure, you know what I mean? Like, you've got everything covered and you're not like, oh gosh, I've already bought, because that's another thing I've realized, I've overbought the stocking stuffer. So this will help keep me on budget and help keep me kind of in check with my stocking stuffers. So this is a lot of fun to keep, but it's also super, super functional. All right. And now, okay, now we're getting to this. You're going to think I'm crazy. This is going to be one of my favorite sections. This is the notes section. And you're like, okay, notes, that's where I'm just going to jot stuff down. Well, the way I'm planning on using this, like I said, again, is more of a memory planner and something that I'm going to keep, like a keepsake for the holidays. So I'm going to be using this notes section as a place to write down traditions, to write down fun memories, to use photos, to incorporate all of those things into my planner. So I thought it would be fun to go ahead, and I'm going to kind of create one really quick. And I actually, let's see. The thing is it's got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, we've got 4 pages in here. The great thing about the Happy Planner is you can add additional pages in. So if you go on the Michaels website and you check for Happy Planner, filler paper or any kind of paper, there are tons of options of paper that you can add in and customize this planner. So I'm going to use the ones that are included in here right now, but I mean, there's endless opportunities, and you can continually add in items. So let's see, I'm going to grab, let's just take a sheet out really quick. And again, I'm using the winter sticker book for this. So what I did is I wanted to do something with, we always put out milk and cookies for Christmas. I grabbed an old picture of my babies and just the plate that we always use and some cookies that they made, just so that I can document, just part of our little tradition. So I went ahead and wrote down, I just grabbed one of these journaling boxes that's in this book. And I just wrote, every year the kids leave cookies on the special Santa plate, Christmas milk, which is eggnog, and treats for the reindeer. They sometimes would leave, apples or carrots or whatever it was. So I'm going to use a tape runner. And I think actually for this, because this border is the same, and I don't want notes up there, I'm going to flip it over. And because I know I can put something easily in this corner right here and kind of have this nice, really pretty kind of clean slate. So I'm going to just print, and this I think I printed 4x4. I think I've got 4x6 paper that I keep in my printer. Good to go. And this has got grids so you can see and line everything up perfect. I'm just gonna, now when I cut them out, I did not cut them perfect, but we don't need to focus on that. Just kidding. So I'm just gonna kind of put these here. Put some cookies. Yeah, like right there. But it's really easy to kind of create these pages. And that's also something you guys can start doing now. Like you don't have to wait until December to capture all these memories. You can capture memories that you have of, you know, Christmases past and that sort of thing. So let's see, I'm going to put this right here with my journaling. And again, I'm going to encourage you guys, this is all newer for me. I was not a big fan of my handwriting. So I always typed everything out on the computer and printed it because I thought it looked better. But now I love, I don't love my handwriting, but I know that I love seeing other people's handwriting. And so I want to look at this. It covers it up perfectly. So I've got my little Santa in the corner. And I'm going to put this right here. And I'm just layering these stickers. But this is also something that as a family, you guys can look back at later and say, you know, and look and just have fun memories because the kids will love to see this too. Like they love seeing pictures of themselves when they were young. And so we'll put this back in here. And then now we've got a cute little keepsake that you can do as well. One of the things that I have done, so just to show you, I've already been doing this. I have been kind of keeping up with traditions and putting things in here. So I was going to show you, again, you can use all kinds of filler paper and add it in. It's also fun, the thing that you can do. You can use scrapbook paper. Michael's has an amazing selection. You can use all kinds of things because if you've got your punch, you can kind of create any look that you want, punch it in and add items in to this planner. So here's an example of one that I would do. This is something that I wrote. I wrote a letter kind of to the kids about one of my favorite traditions that we have, which is our holiday card photo shoot. As a photographer, my kids didn't really have a choice. They were going to have to do photos every holiday season. And, you know, whether they liked it or not, right? So I've got all the cards that we've done over the years. I've tortured them. And, you know, so I've got all these cards that I can either punch into my planner. You could use some scrapbook paper and create a folder as well. And I've got this letter to them, and then I'm going to have all of these in here as well. Now you can punch these. I'm going to punch one just to show you. You can punch the cards and put them in. So like also if you get cards, like let's say you get cards from a family member or somebody that you really want to keep it forever, you can also add that into the planner as well. So now I've got my card in here that goes along with these memories. Or you can put it in a folder. You can create a folder out of scrapbook paper. So many options that you can do with that as well. Another page that I made, again, these are ones I've used in the past. This is, I wrote out, one of my favorite memories is that Santa, we had in our neighborhood where Santa would come to your house. So Santa came to our house every year since Riley was little, and I've got pictures, just some of my favorite ones through the years. And then he did this from 2004 to 2016. After that, you know, I've got older kids, and they are like, please, Mom, no more Santa coming in the house, which broke my heart. So I had to write down, you know, just the story of Santa and coming to the house, and then a couple of photos with some stickers, and you can customize and make it. You can use scrapbook paper, like I said, and make it any way you want. So this is, again, something that is fun, easy to do. And then now you've got your December planner along with all of your memories in one place. So let's see, another thing that I was thinking that we could do with this planner. I've got some more pictures that we can do some fun holiday memories. But I was just thinking about it. Let me grab a sheet out here. I know online shopping is very big this year, as well as, you know, going and getting all these gifts that we need to get. So I thought, let's take a look. We are going to create one kind of on the fly here, because I was just thinking that it would be really great, as we were flipping through that, to have a place that you can go that's got, you know, all our favorite stores. So we've got Michael's. We can put the things that we want to get, as well as any kind of like online codes, like, and things like that. So let's do kind of like a shopping page. Let's see. We're going to flip through here. Oh, here's perfect. Here's a shopping sticker. Again, I'm going to flip this. Okay. So I'm going to do shopping. And we can make this online shopping. Okay, here we go with the handwriting again. Just kidding. Seriously though, I am not a big fan of mine, but I think it's important, especially in a memory keeping like journal like this. I think it's perfect way to have that memory in there as well. It's a touch of you. I mean, come on. So let's see what other fun stickers are in here. There's so many options. Look, we could put that sloth with presents. He might be going in. Let's see. Yeah, he's going in. We're going for it. We are going to put him, actually, okay, got my paper piercer. If you follow me, this is also, I think now they're clay, like for clay modeling, people use these to punch holes. I use them to hold my stickers and kind of get a better look, because when I've got my hands on it, I can't really see what I'm doing. So I know some people use tweezers. I like to use this. So I'm going to put him right here. Let me get him closer. Hold on. Oh, he's going to stay there. There we go. There. Okay. So now I've got my online shopping. And let's see. We could do, I've got my colorful boxes here because, I mean, hello, we love colorful boxes, right? I use these so much. And I actually go through all of my sticker books and pull out anything that looks like a colorful box. And I got these cute, I actually got these cute binder clips at Michael's in these fun colors, but I keep them together. And that way, whenever I need a color or a shape, I've got it. Instead of having to flip through 100 sticker books to find, oh my gosh, where was that red box? I don't remember where it is. I've got it here. So I use these things in tandem all the time. So let's see, what if we, let me look through here. What if, let's see if there's a Michael's red. I need a red box. Okay. So let's say we're going to do Michael's. Oops, let me pull this one out. There we go. I think I tried to put one back in. I didn't put it in right. So let's see. We can do this. We can do Michael's. And then we can list all, you know, the items we want to get, especially if there's like any Black Friday or Cyber Mondays or any of those kind of sales. I think I'm also going to put a box. We can do one like this and have the code in it. So like if there's a special, you know, code that we're going to need to enter online, because you don't want to get to checkout and forget your code. So we've got to have that ready. Okay. And then, you know, you could list out all the items that you want to get. Like we're going to put the Happy Planner box, holiday box. And let's see what else we could, I might need to get some stickers and scrapbook paper. Anything you need. So you can write all your lists down and just keep going from there and then have the code ready. And then you can start with your next store. This would be great as you're planning those gifts in the other section. You might need to, that way you've got your codes and your discounts and everything ready to go. This can easily go in the planner and then go from there. Wow, that's crooked. I just realized what I did. There's a grid on here, Mario. I could keep this straighter. Come on. So, yeah, there we are. Let's see. Is that better? Is that better? It's a little better. We'll go with that. So then you can start with your next store. Let's say Happy Planner. It's website. Alrighty. And then just keep going. So I think this is a fun little way to kind of keep you saving money, keep you on task for your holiday shopping, especially if you're making those other lists and you put the where, you can now go and say, oh my gosh, are they going to have any sales? And you can put the dates, anything you need to do. So I think that would be great. Another way we could do it is continue to add, I could leave a little bit more space in between, which actually now I'm thinking would be good. And that way you could change it up. Let me add another box. Let's use this green one. Because, Cyber, during 1 week, it might be one discount and then another one. So we could put the dates. We could put the dates here that the sale is, and then the code, date and code. So that would be something really fun to do. And it would keep us on track. Okay. And this can, again, go back into our planner. We can have that handy. How about we make one more? I think we've got a little bit of time. I can make one more of these. This will go in my presents section. So I'm going to put this in the gifts and cards. This way, I can keep track of all of those, all of the deals. Okay.
Maria.
Yes.
I have a question.
Sure.
The magic question that comes up on every call, and I should have asked you before we started. What type of pens are you using today?
Okay. I actually grabbed, this is a Tombow mono. I also use the Micron pens a lot. These are all available at Michael's. They're in the pen, the kind of more drawing section, I would say. Mm-hmm. I like to do the Micron pens because these also come in different thicknesses, but you can get a kit at Michael's and it has the 0.01, a really fine, if you need to write small, all the way up to a 0.8. I can grab one here in a second. And I really love those. They don't bleed through on my planner pages. And I really like that variety of sizes. I also like to use this jelly roll. It's, they also have a kit which has multiple sizes. This is the 05. And I use this a lot if I need to white out stuff. For example, if I was going to put something here, if you're not going to use where is it? I also have the Tombow correction tape, which I use to white out items. If I've got a clear sticker that it might show through and I don't want it to, I use this to cover it up. But I also use this jelly roll. If it's something smaller, let me see if I don't think I've got it started there. You can actually kind of fade it out as well and cover it up. I use this more for the lines of the planner. Like you go back here.
Oh yeah, okay. So like the black lines in between.
Yeah, the black lines
mm-hmm.
on the planner.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, let me flip it over. So here, a lot of times if you're doing, let's say, a quote or something and you don't want it to go through, I use this to cover up these lines as well. So it's just faster. Instead of using the large correction tape, I only need it to cover a tiny little bit. So I use those.
Okay.
As well.
Okay, so you're using the Tombow monos and the Micron.
Right. Tombow mono and the jelly roll. This is yeah, are my faves for those.
Okay, thank you.
All right. And let's see, let's do something fun here. Well, another thing, like I had another idea that I was going to do, which is Elf on a Shelf. For years, our little Elfie came every year and wreaked havoc in the house. So I've got tons of photos of Elfie. And I thought it would be fun to kind of create a page and write, you know, about some of his antics, as well as how the kids they can add in what some of their favorite ones were. And we can document it. We also ended up, after Elfie stopped visiting our house, the kids actually were in charge of our little scout elf. So that's another idea of something that you could do. The way that I print my photos when I'm doing them because I know this comes up a lot as well, for my planner, this is actually the size that I do for my, when I'm putting them in my large planner. This is a 4x6, and I leave the 4x6 photo paper in my printer all the time. And then I take my photos off my phone and I use either Pic Collage or Diptych. Those are two apps that you can use. Anything where you can get a grid. And I use the 4-up grid and just put my pictures in and print right from my phone. It's just super easy to do. And that way I've got them ready to go in my planner. So it just makes it simple and fun. Another tradition that I was going to document was my sister and I used to bake cupcakes every Christmas. Starting when Riley was a baby, we would have cupcakes for Jesus' birthday. So we used to put all of the, we'd get the kids and we would make cupcakes every Christmas day. So this is something special that I definitely wanted to document for them because they were littler when we used to do this. Now that they've gotten big, I kind of feel like we need to bring this tradition back. And that's the thing, going through all of these memories makes you, go, we stopped doing this. We should do it. But there's so many things you could do, bucket lists of things that you guys want to do. Wrapping paper. We used, my kids always pick out the wrapping paper every year. And it kind of is a little expression of them. They've done it since they were little, and they would leave the rolls out and Santa would come and use that paper and wrap all their gifts. So I want to do a page about the wrapping paper. I have some of it still. Rolls, I might, add little scraps of that paper. I'm going to get pictures from all the different years of their scrap of theirs. And that's another thing. I could take these photos and instead of gluing them down into this page, I could cut them, or if I wanted them bigger, and just punch them. And I can have them to flip through in the planner. So again, I'm taping these down, but if you've got some that maybe I want to just even do it like this, I can use my punch, especially if you've got a lot of them, like my elf. And you can have it in here to flip through. I can even put them back to back if I wanted. I could, use some of the tape and then kind of have it like that. And then have the page, the memory page, where I just write about it. And we can even take turns. Like I could use a colorful box and say, Mom, Dad, Riley and Gavin, and they could each write something about the elf, which I think would be super fun. So there's just so many different ideas. And some of you may say, oh, we don't really do any holiday traditions. Like I can't think of any. I promise you do. Whether it's, you know, like going to, if you really stop and think about what it is that you're doing, like going and seeing holiday lights. We usually get in our pajamas, get in the car, and we go. Sometimes we'll take hot chocolate in our mug. We just drive around the neighborhood. And we started doing that a few years ago, and it's just something now that we always do. It wasn't anything that I thought about really that, oh, that's a holiday tradition, but it's something now that I'm like, sometimes we've taken car selfies or pictures of a house that we really like. And so that's something now that I want to document. It's just that it's really it's not, everything isn't like a production. You can document these little small things that you're doing in your life. And you're going to have an amazing book of holiday memories. So I encourage you, get your punch out, get your pictures out, and start adding memories and things to your planner. So let's see, this is one, again, like I said, it's a little bit different. It's, you know, there's tons of baking cookies. We've made cookies and I've got pictures of us making cookies, but this was something that, you know, we used to do. Oops, I used tape instead of correction tape. Goodness. This is something that we don't, you know, is a tradition that we haven't been doing anymore. And now I'm thinking I'd like for it to make a comeback. So this is, you know, it's always fun to look through your old pictures. You can start now. You don't have to wait for the holidays. You can just start now and get planning, add those things in. Try to find, where did I moved the sticker book. There it is. I'm like, I moved my winter sticker book. There's so many fun things that you can do. And also these can be prompts as well. Like, let's make a gingerbread house. I just thought of it. There was one year that Elfie brought us a gingerbread house and the kids had fun making it. And I have pictures of that. That might be something fun that I can document. So you can use these as prompts as well. Wrapping presents. Like I said, I wanted to do that one with their wrapping paper. So there you go. Baking cookies. We all have fun baking cookies. Deck the halls. You could do a page about your Christmas tree and special ornaments to you and what they mean. Just kind of think outside the box and come up with ways that you can document the things that you're doing. This would be fun to even do a countdown in your planner. You can put your Santa photos. Again, when you're doing like you're decorating your tree one, you could talk about your ornaments. Holiday party with friends. Again, these are designed to go in your planner as activities, but you can also use them as memories. So you can put this and have photos of all the parties and things that you did with your friends. So think outside the box, use your planner, use these filler pages, and just have fun. Just have fun with it. Do we have any questions?
Yes.
I know we've got like 10 minutes left, so I just want to make sure that I'm not going too quick and that if anybody had any questions.
Yes, we have a few.
Okay.
If you could step back and explain the punch and how it will punch paper for a mini, classic, and big, that would be helpful. We have
Definitely.
a few questions about it. And then explain about the white punch and how it's available at Michael's.
Yes. Okay, so this is a Michael's exclusive punch. This is the Happy Planner, Plan a Happy Life with Stephanie Fleming's handwriting on it. So this is definitely one of my favorites. It will punch all 3 sizes in your planner. It's got marks here. So if you line up your paper, let me grab an extra sheet. Hold on one sec. I'm just gonna grab, even though it's punch, we're just gonna pretend. I'll grab one from the other side. Hold on one sec. I've got tons of paper, and then when I need it. Okay, let's see. So depending on where you put this in your planner, if your sheet is smaller, you put it here. And then if it's the classic size, it goes on this one. And then for the big punch, you line up the bottom of your page for this. And it will punch out. Let's see, I'm gonna line it up for classic. Again, we're just gonna pretend it's not. You just punch it and it's ready to go in your planner. So like I was saying, if you've got scrapbook paper, if you've got a memento from, you know, somewhere you went, if I want to put my happy holiday thing, I can. You can really, the options are limitless. You can put anything in here with this system. So you can punch it and put it in. One idea that I've got is using some scrapbook paper to make, you know, the folder pages that you can have like a little pocket you can add things in. So you could use scrapbook paper and add a pocket and add all of your holiday cards in there. That way, if you don't want to punch them, you don't have to, you can just, you know, kind of slide them in. So there's a lot of different things that you can do with this punch to customize the planner to work for you.
Okay,
so this one is exclusively at I think at Michael's and on the Happy Planner site. You can't get this one anywhere else.
And it's also limited edition. So
yeah, it's limited edition. So once these are gone, they're gone. So again, this one's my fave. So it's got all three options on there. I know some of the older ones don't have these lines, and these are really, really helpful.
That's right. Okay, so I have a question about your best, you mentioned some tools that you use to transfer photos from your phone and print the collage method that got you the 4 photos.
Yes. So the things that I use, I'll write it just so you can see it. I use Pick Collage and Diptych.
Okay.
So those are the two apps that I use. They both, I mean, you can use either one. You don't need both of them. They're free apps. And what you do is, and you could do, there's so many grid options. I do the 4-up just because if I'm planning in my big memory planner, I can easily cut these out and they will fit exactly 2x3 in the squares for the big memory planner. So that's why I typically will print this size. But you don't have to. Like this one, for example, like it's longer. You could print, 2 photos on a 4x6. You could print 1. There's multiple collage options, even for tiny little squares. So depending on what it is that you are printing and where you're going to be putting it, there's so many different collage options. And it can even create collages for you. You can put your photos and say, okay, I've got these 9. How can they fit on the page? So you just input your size that you're going to be printing, and it'll help create those grids for you.
Okay, great. There were in the chat box while you were working on your gift list and things like that. There was a lot of conversation about storing information in the list when you buy your gifts, and you say where you bought it and if it's wrapped or not, where the gift is hidden. And so that might be something that you consider as a
great idea. Yes, that's a fantastic idea, because especially with the stocking stuffers, I'm guilty of like putting a bag somewhere and I don't remember where it is.
Yeah, that's what people are saying. And I've done that too. You find them, some people were saying they find them the next year when they're cleaning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So maybe this where, you don't even have to use it as a where you bought it,
but where
you're going to buy it. You can, if you know where you're buying it, like, are we getting our Happy Planner stuff at Michael's? We don't need to write that there. So you could literally put where you've hidden it. That's a fantastic idea.
Yeah, I thought that was a great.
So funny.
Because I've been so guilty of that. I find things and then I wind up thinking, oh, I'll use it as a birthday present because it's still good.
I have done that as well. So I'm definitely guilty.
Yes.
But another thing, there's a lot of, even budget packs and budget pages. So we kind of created that online shopping one. But if you're looking to have your budget, you can even add budget pages in here as well. So I'd probably put it in this gifts and cards section and just have your holiday budget and just kind of keep track of how you're doing on that. So that's another option that you can keep in this section as well. So I feel like you can use this and keep it super functional for your, planning and getting through this holiday season. But then later, it can also be used as a memory item and a memory keeping. So I just want to keep it, again, functional for me now, but then something that I can keep as a keepsake forever. Because if you're like me, you know, we keep all our planners. So it's definitely fun to look back at, you know, as kind of like a snapshot of that year and this holiday season.
Well, you definitely inspired the audience today with ideas for memory keeping and creating new family traditions. There's been a lot of discussion about that, that people have mentioned losing track of family traditions and how this has inspired them. And your sticker hacks are highly regarded in the community.
Oh, yay! I'm so glad.
Discussed. So people are very inspired. The last thing is I really enjoyed your ideas for the address section of keeping either doing it on labels or keeping the labels off of the actual envelopes. So
right, it's easy, and that's something that's easy to do. If you've got it already digital, because some people are like, well, I already have digital, I don't want to write it down. You don't have to write it down, but what you could do is you could even print it on those little Avery labels and have them, and then as addresses are updated, you can just put it right on top. And as a card comes in, cut it out, put it right on top. It would also help if, you know, if you are cutting out those envelopes as like the return address and putting them in here, that could be a key to you to go, oh, I need to add these, you know, that are just tacked in here, then I need to add them to my list. And then once they're added, print the label and you're good to go. So that would be a good way to kind of keep up with who did we update, what cards have I sent, and that sort of thing.
And then new names to add.
And the new names to add.
Yeah, if you have family members or friends in the military, they move often, so that's a nice.
Right, and another thing you could do is put, like you could grab some of your alphabet stickers and put like, you know, A through C and D through E, and that way, if you need to go to a specific page, so trying to flip through like where is this person, that might help kind of keep them in order, and then you can leave a couple blank, you know, so that you can add on and have that room as well.
Yeah, that's a great idea. And you could always just add blank pages if you needed to from regular paper.
Exactly.
It's a great idea. I know I have one person in my book, I changed their address 13 times.
I know, right?
It would have been great.
Like, oh goodness, it's going to be really thick. You just keep adding on top.
Yeah.
But there's so much in this box. Like, you know, like you're like, oh, okay. When you really start looking at the value and what's in here, like the gift bags, this alone, like and then all of these sheets and stickers and cards. And it's like, it just keeps going on. So there's just really a lot that you can do with it. I mean, we created a lot with this in one sticker book, you know, so there's so much that you can do just with this alone. So I was really excited to get my hands on this. And again, they are really limited. So if this is something that you're wanting to get, I would suggest getting it, because once they're gone, and they will not be restocking these. And they are only available on the Michaels site.
Yes, they're not available in the stores.
Not available on the Happy Planner site. So
and not available in the stores either, just on Michaels.com.
That's right, only online. And I'd love to see the stuff you guys create with this as well. Maybe we could do Michaels Happy Planner holiday box, like a hashtag, so that we can kind of all keep up and get ideas from each other. I think that would be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see everything that you guys create. And I'm so excited. Let me flip back here. Whoa. Okay, I'm really excited that you guys joined me today, and I cannot wait to see everything that you create with this box. If you have any ideas or any questions, you can find me at Mom and a Girl with Plans online. And again, you can rewatch this class on the Michaels website. So thanks so much for joining me, you guys, today. And I hope you guys are inspired to create some holiday memories too.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.